'09, your buzz is out of here.
True.
Everybody talking that OJ the Juiceman talk.
Nah, for real. For real.
You one of the biggest things out there. You signed Asylum Records.
Mm-hmm.
How big was that deal?
Um,
And
I'm
was it a
I'm
big
kind
record deal?
I'm blind on that because I was signed to Mazay Entertainment, which they got the distribution through Asylum. So I'm blind on the actual contract.
But I'm assuming that you took home a nice
Nah, I take home no license, nothing.
no advance.
10,000.
Okay, as hot as you was. All right, we'll talk about it. Uh, what's the name of your first album? What's the name of that debut album? Other Side of the
The
Trap.
other side of the trap.
Why
Yep,
you name it
correct.
that?
And back then I just wanted to show them it's a whole nother side than just trapping because of the fact I made it into the music game.
You know, off of that album, I know you had some new joints, and you also put some joints that was previously released on the mixtapes.
Make mistakes, yeah.
Yeah, but your biggest song to date, if I'm not wrong, would make the track say "A,"
Correct.
and that's featuring Gucci.
Correct.
Now, where the inspiration for that song come from?
Sitting in Zay basement. Um, it was a record day for us, me and Gucci. He had a set time. I had a set time of what when we were supposed to be recording. Zay playing beats for Gooch, and Gooch passed on to make the track say A beat. So I kind of tapped Zay like, put that to the side for me for my time when it's my time to record or whatnot. So in the process of that, I had already wrote the hook, wrote one of the verses. When it was my time to record, Gucci ended up liking what I put on it, and he put his verse on it. I put a third verse on it. That was back when we was rapping 16 bars, 3 verses, um, and that's how they came about. Sending Zay basement, going through beats, and home passed on that beat. I ended up grabbing it and then make the trap say A came about.
Okay, so I talked to artists who made monster records, and they knew from the gate when they heard the beat, when they learned laid their verse, put the hook down, this is gonna be a smash. And I talked to artists who their biggest records they didn't even like. They didn't think was gonna be a hit. When
True.
y'all was recording that joint, did you know this was gonna be your biggest record?
No, not at the time, cause once I put that record out and started maneuvering that record, a lot of feedback come back saying it's not radio material because you talking too much about uh drugs or whatnot. So it took I worked that record. I worked make the track say A like 2 years, 2.5 years before it blew up. I worked it like streetwise.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So was you pushing that kind of on your own because you knew that record was gonna be a monster, even
I
though the
knew I
record.
knew that record had momentum. That's why if you look back or date back, I put that record on at least 4 mixtapes back to back. Like, cause I knew that record had momentum. It just people didn't see it because of what was illustrated in that song.
Got you. That's why you can't give up when your gut is telling you something's right, and more
Hmm.
important, when the people are telling you
True.
this is a hit. Like this is your hit right here. You can't listen to everybody around you because some of the biggest records ever, they didn't start off as radio smashing.
Nah, I'm telling you, like they would hear me with, boy, they never see radio. That'll never make radio. Boy, it's a good song, but it ain't gonna make radio.
Yeah, but I'm a firm believer that it's always about the people. It's always about your fan base.
True.
The people dictate.
And see, back then when I was working that record, here in Atlanta, some radio stations got uh, dig it or dish it, especially back then. Uh, I put it on there, and I had my whole family, everybody I knew, call in and, hey, we like that record, dig that record, dig that. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of helped the record grow legs too. Like I'm telling you, I had my mama, my sister, I had everybody in they you can think of call in and say that record, that record.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. And I remember them days too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that album also had "I'm Getting Money" on it.
Oh, yeah. And see, I'm Getting Money was my first, supposedly first hit single. But when people got a whiff of Make the Trap Say, hey, it blow I'm Getting Money out the water. Like, and I'm Getting Money was, I'm on the solo, no features. It was a bigger record when I dropped that first. But once people got a whiff of Make the Trap Say, hey, it was over with for I'm Getting Money. Even though that was my first hit single.
That was technically your first hit single.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, because up north, everybody started to look at you based on that record.
On that record right there, correct.
Yeah, and then came
Make the Trap Say, hey.
there you go,
Mhm.
exactly. Right behind it.
But I also had the Copper Chicken was a good record that was
Yep.
on there. The I Be Trapping was kind of sort of like a Copper Chicken, but Copper Chicken was bigger than I Be Trapping, so I can't even really say I Be Trapping. But Copper Chicken, I'm Getting Money, Make the Trap Say, hey.